just gonna fucking do it. It's like not big lies. Like, you know when you're walking through Walmart, the AT&T folks are there, and they're like, hey, come over here. I will always walk up, and I will say to them, you hooked me up last time so good, guys. Thank you so much. Keep up the good fucking work. And I'm still with Verizon. My wife said, why do you have to do that? I'm just making them feel good about themselves. I was caught in a lie. I didn't mean to do this lie. In college, I was practicing an Irish dialect because I was a theater major, so it was like top of the morning to me, my name's Alistair Watts, my name fits the fucking thing. And I was doing it in my college apartment. We just moved in. No one else knew who I was. And I'm practicing it with my roommates. They're all like, oh, this is fun, this is fucking great. And my neighbor walks in, Kevin, who's the black apartment, there's 4 black guys in there. Kevin comes in, he's like, hey guys, I live next door, what's going on? And I'm just like, no, not much going on in here. And he's like, you Irish? I look at every single one of my roommates, and their eyes all say the same thing. Do it. Do it. I was like, yeah, I'm from Northern Ireland, Baton Rouge. And then he grabs my wrist and walks me to every other apartment in this complex, 16 apartments, 4 people in each, and introduces me as Irish. So, for the next 6 months, I am Irish. I'm not just like lying, I'm making a backstory. There was a girl named Laura from Turkey. One time we were drinking on the porch, and she's talking about missing her homeland and her parents and her family. And I was like, that's touching. And then I start sharing about my family in Ireland. My mom's from Australia, my dad's from Ireland. They met on a cruise ship. This scar is what my dad did to me, and this is why we don't talk anymore. This scar is from 6th grade gym. I jumped into a box. And me and Delara had this beautiful moment, the sun's setting, we're just talking about our homelands. And then one of my roommates, 6 months later, Chelsea, she was mad at me one day. She was just having a bad day. And she was like, I'm gonna tell. So I didn't know she told every single person that he's not from Ireland. So I go up to the door and I knock, everyone's in there hanging out. I'm like, hey, how's the folks everyone doing today? And they're like, oh, we're doing pretty well, pretty well. It's like, are we drinking tonight? We're fucking drinking Guinness, we're drinking Killian's, we're drinking Jameson, right? The door shuts, I hear the laughter roar, and my phone goes off. I told. I was caught in my lie. The Lord never talked to me again. But my favorite part about the lie, my name's Alistair James Watt. I was engaged in Limerick, Ireland, to Katrina Jean McEntee. We got married in Portree, Scotland. We named our son Finian Sky McEntee Watt. There are people still from college that I was at parties at, because you have to live the lie at the party. And some people from my high school were at the party, so I'm doing like the wearing a different hat, wearing a different shirt, going back and forth, pretending to be Irish, pretending to be from Comstock Park, Michigan. So I just know my life's still living because I ran into someone at Walmart, and they're like, yo, Irish! And they saw my son Finian, and I was like, Katrina, you better learn how to do a fucking accent right now. No, I love a good lie. I live lies most of my days. But also, I don't like to get in trouble. I don't like it. In elementary school, I got in trouble. Anyone in here get sent to the wall? Yeah, the fucking wall. Let me show you what the punishment is. So you're playing on the playground. Oh, you pulled someone's hair by accident. Oh, you tripped a kid. Oh, no. Now the aide comes over and says you have to stand at the wall. And for the duration of recess, you're just standing here. And if you're me, you're crying. I really just don't like to get in trouble. I'm a big crier. I've cried a bunch in my life. I've been in trouble a few times. I have been to jail. Anyone else? Yeah? Why were you in jail?
I was driving and should have been.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have siblings?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Did they been to jail?
No.
You're the odd one.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Oh! Except us and the camera. Sunday Night Funnies. I was the third to go to jail out of the 3 kids. Yeah, I was the last one. I was the final one. I was the middle child. I was a good boy, and then I made a mistake. My sister, she went to jail for shoplifting at Walmart. There's There's a lot of Walmart throughout this set. But the funny thing when she got arrested is they got her for shoplifting, and she had this purse, and there was mascara in the purse. And they stopped her at the door, and they said, "Give me your purse." And she's like, "No, this is my purse." And then, "Empty your purse." And she's like, "I'm not doing it." So she got thrown in a cop car. She stole the mascara. She was shoplifting. Funny enough, she also shoplifted the purse, but she got to keep it because they didn't notice. My brother also was drinking and walking, so when he got his DUI and was arrested, and he should have been arrested a bunch of times. He was driving this PT Cruiser, and there was just like fucking rail dents on it. He should have had his license. But when he was arrested, he was pushing the car because it was out of gas. But this son of a bitch wanted to listen to some music, so he had to keys it. So he got his DUI. A few years later, it was my turn to make my mistakes. I had a friend pass, and I started drinking that night. I made some mistakes. I went to the wrong people, and I just wanted to get home. So I took a shortcut, and I didn't have my coat. It was different. It was middle of winter, so I put on this other coat. And I'm trying to take the shortcut, and the doors were locked. And I'm just trying to, it's cold out, I'm just trying to get through this hallway to the other exit so it can be warm for a little bit, just a little bit more. The people inside thought I was trying to break in. It was 3 a.m., so good on them. So they called the cops. I was blackout this whole time. And when I was arrested, I remember being in the cop car, handcuffed. And I thought in my head that I'm going to cut my wrist with these handcuffs. Because I'd rather have my mom find me in the hospital than a jail cell like my other 2 siblings. But I did say that out loud. So the cops thought I was trying to kill myself. And then I got to jail, and I did what anyone would do when they start slowly sobering up. By the way, crying the whole time. Hate getting in trouble. I get to jail, and I've seen American History X. I know what to do. I find the ledges, and I start just doing pull-ups. I'm like, oh, I need to let them know. Everyone else is there drunk asleep. I'm like, I'm not getting beat up tonight. I need them to know I can lift my own weight. And then there's one toilet, and I'm like, that's my toilet. I can take the toilet paper. If anyone needs it, they can find me. It's my pillow now. I sober up even more. I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, oh, this is a big mistake. And they got me for vandalizing. I bought a lawyer. It was fun. Everyone, who's got a lawyer before? It's good. Yeah, we've all gotten lawyers. We've all had a lawyer in our life. It cost $1,200 to get a $200 fine for graffiti because the coat I was wearing had lipstick in it, and since I couldn't get in, I decided to make some pictures on the wall. Give it up for Brian. My name's Alistair. Let's get this started.
I'm Dan, and I'm deaf. I wear hearing aids so that I can hear and communicate, which surprises some people. They say, "Oh, you don't sound deaf," which I get. They also say I don't look deaf. I'm not really sure I get that. But I've also had people say, "Dan, you're not deaf. You're hard of hearing," which is kind of a weird thing they feel the need to tell me this, but. Hard of hearing is a weird term. It feels like it's blaming me. Like, I'm not deaf. Hearing is just hard for me. But it's not like I can suddenly be able to hear if I just try harder. Trust me, I've tried. If you want to know what a deaf guy trying to hear looks like, it looks like this. Hard of hearing is a weird term. It's been around for a really long time, since like the 1500s, which makes sense because that's when we had phrases like strong of arm and fleet of foot, and even hard of seeing. And while those phrases have become outdated and antiquated, no one uses them anymore, hard of hearing is stuck around. And I think I know why. It's the alliteration. Hard of hearing. It sounds nice, even to my ears. So I'm all about alliteration. So I think if we're going to keep using hard to hear, we should be better about some of our other terms. For example, I'm not broke. I'm hard of pay. But we're going to stick the alliteration. Financially fragile. I'm sorry I can't pay for your drinks. I'm weak of wealth. They're not drowning. They're strong of sinking. Any left-handers here? Yeah. You're wrong of right. I see a lot of you have glasses. I'm sorry, you're soft of seeing. People aren't stupid. They're just leery of learning. You don't have erectile dysfunction. You're just hard of hardening. So people like to tell me I'm not deaf, I'm hard of hearing. They also told me they used to think I was creepy. Which I don't really know why. Well, I know why they used to think I was creepy. Let me explain. I had hair down to the middle of my back. I had this black hat, a neat goatee, a long black leather trench coat. So, sort of school shooter chic. So I get now why they found my appearance a little unsettling. But I wasn't trying to be creepy, I was just trying to be different. I was negligent of normal. But they said, Dan, you were creepy. We thought you might be a serial killer. Which is ridiculous. I'm nothing like a serial killer. Other than being a white male. But, I'm not a serial killer. I've never killed animals. I mean, technically I did grow up killing animals. Let me explain. I grew up on a farm, a chicken farm in Texas. And we would grow the chicken. Tyson would come and take them away to make chicken nuggets. And they would leave behind what we called the ruts, the ones that were deemed unacceptable for consumption. So, not easy of eating. Favorable of flavoring. So we had these runs, and it was my job to go out with a stick and break their necks. I know. It's terrible. The silence in this room says everything. 4.5 minutes ago, I was just talking about being deaf. And here we are now. But, we had to do it. I mean, it's not like I enjoyed it. I mean, I kind of enjoyed it. Let me explain. It's really easy to enjoy something when you're really good at it. And I was really good at it. I was so good at it that they hired me out to other farms to provide this service. So yeah, it was kind of fun to be a 10-year-old avian assassin. A chicken hitman for hire. But that doesn't make me a serial killer. I've never killed a person. No. I've never killed a person. That would be insane. Like, what kind of Zodiac killer narcissist would I have to be to say, I'm not a murderer, and then come up and say, I'm not a murderer? That would be ridiculous. It is what serial killers say. No. I'm not a murderer. I'm not keen of killing. Hopeful of homicide. No, I'm just hard of hearing. Thank you very much.
Sunday Night Funnies, what's going on? This bucket bullshit drives me nuts. It gives me so much anxiety, Brian.
Sorry.
I've never done it before. I met this chick one time at a party, and the next morning I woke up in her bedroom. And so my first thought was like, I gotta get out of here, right? So I was over at the window looking for an escape route. And I don't see my vehicle. And then I turn and I see her staring at me. And I was like, Since then, I've acquired 3 STDs. Does anybody have any of those? I've been trying to get rid of a couple of them, but my wife doesn't want me to. She thinks they're like cute and unique, you know. But she hates that I call the kids sexually transmitted dependents. That party chick is my wife now. She's been in Traverse City all weekend. Which is funny because, like, she likes to travel when she can with her friends and do stuff, right? So I've been at home with the STDs, trying to keep them at bay. But when she's gone, she likes to check in, you know, like, hey babe, how's it going? And I always tell her, great. But that's a lie. It's never fucking going great, dude. I've got 3 kids under 5. It's never going great, but I can't tell her that. I can't show weakness. I need her. You know, I can tell she doesn't need me, because when I go away and I text her, hey babe, how's it going? Beautiful. She's completely honest with me. She's like, it's fucking not going good. At all. Like, think of the worst thing you can think of right now, and it's worse than that. It's going as bad as it can go, short of anybody dying. And that makes me feel bad sometimes. But I need her. She is going to leave me, though. I know she's going to leave me. She's better than me. Because I'm up here right now. We all know she's better than me. But it's weird being a parent, you know, because, like, before you have a kid, people come up to you and they're like, oh my gosh, having a kid was the best thing that ever happened to me. Having a kid was a blessing. And that's bullshit. Like, they don't tell you about the hard stuff. They don't tell you that, like, on Father's Day, your 5-year-old is going to come up to you and be like, hey, Dad, do you want to play with me? And then you say yes. And then he says, hey, Dad, is jumping on the trampoline an exercise? And then you say, yes, it's really good exercise. And then he says, maybe if you jump on the trampoline for a while, you won't be fat in no time. I'm not a perfect parent. Nobody is. But I pretended like I was going to chase him, and then when he started to run, I tripped that whole lesson. You know? They don't tell you about the things like when you get home from work one day, your 2-year-old daughter's going to run up to you and be like, Dad, give me a hug. And then you pick her up and you're like, oh. Hey, what's that smell? And then she says, nothing. And then she puts her hand on your face. And you say, hey, what's that smell? Were your hands in your butt? And then she says, I had to get the gunk out. Look, I'm not a perfect parent. Nobody in here is. But I dropped her on the floor and I had to see. I was like, fuck this, dude. I did. I went and got a vasectomy. I'm snip now. But 1 week before my V-section, I found out my wife was pregnant with a 3rd kid. I don't have a joke for that. That's it. Fuck them kids, man. Being a parent is essentially just like walking around your house, following these little humans that look exactly like your dumbass, right? And you just pick stuff up and put it back on tables and counters that they knocked it off of, like a bunch of fucking cats. They just walk through the house, swiping shit off of things. Dude, that's all it is being a parent. I don't know. Like I said, I think my wife's gonna leave me. She's out of my league, right? Like, she does responsible things. She's a responsible person. when she puts lotion on her skin when it's dry. You know, she knows how to treat the STDs. I can't do any of that. You know, all I do is spike her anxiety. Like, before we go to bed at night, I always like to leave her with a little nugget. Like one time I was like, hey babe, if I die in my sleep, I just want you to know the Netflix password is big ass titties. Titties is spelled with double D's. And then she's up all night worrying about me dying. I'm sleeping like a baby because I just think it'd be funny. If one day the kids walked up to her and were like, Mom, what were Dad's last words? And then she started to tear up and she had to look at those little assholes and be like, big ass titties. Titties is spelled with double D's. I think that's it for me, you guys. I've been the champion. Give it up for Brian.
Big guy, make some noise. Hey, you did get bigger. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, like first. There's some more dick in there. I promise you there is. There's some more dick in there. Like it's crazy. If you got a fat husband, ladies, they say, get your ass in the gym. I swear, that's some other things, like a few more inches back there in the fat. I promise you, this ain't true. You lost weight for it. You lost weight. Oh shit, okay. You get excited. Oh shit. It's crazy, man. The reason I lost weight though is like my doctor would tell me I've been fat for like years. The one person you should listen to, I ain't listening to his ass. He's like, you fat. Fuck you, doctor. What you know? And then my daughter told me I was fat one time. I was like, I gotta get my big ass in the gym. My daughter looked at me and said, Dad, why your tummy so big? I would have been like, you little bitch. Why your tummy so big? It's crazy, man. So I got my ass in the gym, and we got that shit up off of me. Like, for real. So give me a round of applause real quick. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else still open the self-checkout? It's hard turning in. I just feel like that's like an employee discount. I'm checking out my own fucking groceries. I'm taking something out there. I'm taking something. All my shit got to be organic, and I'm gonna ring it up as regular shit. I swear to God, I got all the good fruits and vegetables. My shit lasts forever. You got me fucked up. Stick some shit together, all that shit, man. Like I said, man, I had a daughter the last time I was here, and then since the last time I've been here, I've had a son. Woo! It's fucking dope, man. It's fucking dope. The worst decision of my goddamn life. It's kind of like they trying for kids. Don't fucking do it. I swear, anybody got more than one kid in here? Woo! How many kids you got, man? 3. Okay. Oh, you're right, though. Like, after you have 2, you might as well have some more at this point, because, like, your life is over. Like, for real. And yeah, I mean, more at 2, you should stop. Like, for real, at 2, you should stop. But if you're gonna keep going, just fucking make like 1,600 a month. Because at that point, your life is over. Like, for real. Like, you have the second one, and I'm gonna tell you, it's fucked up because the first one is beautiful, and you like it all. You like starstruck at that point. You like, I just met my favorite Beatles and shit. I just did that because white people here. It's like, I just met my favorite star, and then you meet the rest of the band, and you're like, this nigga's fucked up. Then you meet Ringo Starr, and like, you're fucked up. Then you meet the next one, I was named by random white people, Paul McCartney. He's like, and it just keep on getting more fucked up. It's like, I might as well meet the rest of them now. That's how it is with kids. Like, my daughter was perfect. I love her. She was perfect. She slept good. She ate good. She was respectful. She nice. This new motherfucker. He's been sent from hell. He don't sleep. He don't eat. This nigga, he don't shut the fuck up. The only reason I'm here, the only reason I'm getting through the show so I can get away from this little motherfucker. Like, I don't need to be out here doing, I'm like, watch my goddamn, get the fuck out of the house, bro. I got a show available. Yeah, like for real. He got like a nigga pass in some neighborhoods and shit like that. He's like, when you get dreads, he's like, he good. He good. How long you been growing your dreads?
2016.
You look like Jesus, man. 2016, that's crazy. Like, for real. What make a white guy want to get some dreads? And you're not even fucking a black girl. I would have thought you been fucking a black girl. You was when you started with her, didn't you? I know that shit, boy. For real. I know. I be knowing. How long y'all been together?
3 years.
3 years. I'm
4
young.
years, yeah.
I got you. How you like the dreads? You like the dreads?
Yeah, I like them.
Like guys, they ain't got a perfect match. Okay, I got it. Like that's the next best thing. Dreads, but he has good credit. Crazy, man. Crazy.